ACCUSTATS Video Productions presents World Class 9-Ball. Hi everybody, I'm Pat Fleming with Bill Hendrixson. We are at the 2015 U.S. Open 9-Ball Championships in Norfolk, Virginia. We're at the SHERATON Norfolk WATERSIDE Hotel, and we have a great match today, Bill. We've got two players that are pretty equal, Karl Boyes from the UK and Shannon Daulton from South Carolina. Now, you're very familiar, I think, with Shannon.
Sure. Shannon's a great player.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see a great match here.
I'm sure it will be.
Karl Boyes has finished very well, and he's played in the Moscone Cup several times, and is a very capable player.
Well, I know that Shannon Daulton has finished in many, many tournaments very well, and he's more than capable. Karl's going to have his hands full.
Who do you think's been playing longer?
I got to bet on Shannon been playing longer.
Shannon's been playing since he was a kid, right?
Sure.
All right, first rack. Let me mention something about the rack. We're using what's called the Accu-Rack from Chris Renfro. And that is a template that lays on the table, and the balls are racked high. The 9-ball is on the foot spot.
This is a new tilt on the game, it looks to me, and I hope it's going to be an exciting tournament.
Yeah. You'll notice, I've noticed this is the first round of play. This is the second day of the event. The 9-ball oftentimes doesn't move.
Wow.
It sits in the middle of the rack, and they're going to remove that template when it's convenient.
It looks a little bit high, too, huh, Pat?
Yeah, well, the 9-ball is on the spot.
Oh, I see.
So the 1-ball is above the spot.
That's good. Something new. I always thought there was a little too much emphasis placed on the break anyway. Yeah. And I hope this levels out the break a little bit.
Well, the ball goes on the break less frequently now.
Good. Great.
Yeah. That was a push out by Boyes. Dalton has the option. He can just feather that 1-ball. I don't know if he's going to accept the shot or give it back.
I don't like the shot. I think I'd let him have it.
He's going to give it to him.
I don't see much of too many options. He's going to try probably. I'm guessing he's going to try and hit this ball full and almost bank it the long way. And try to get the cue ball down to the bottom rail, but I'm not sure if he can do that without hitting the 9. He missed the 9. Went to the cue ball, hit the 6.
And is he going to get away with it?
He's going to have some kind of a hit here.
Yeah, I think he's going to just stop this or punch it forward a little bit.
He may do that, but it's not as easy as it looks.
Oh, it's not easy. It is not easy.
He doesn't have a lot of room for error. And if he punches it forward, he'll probably safe. Boyes will be safe behind a 3 and 2, I'm guessing.
And that's what he did. Look at that.
Very nice. Now, are they allowed to use jump cues in this tournament? Or?
Yes, they're allowed to use jump cues and extensions.
So this jump cue wouldn't come into play here because even if he gets over those 2 balls, he's still got to worry about the 8-ball, I believe. Or am I wrong? Is he going to the jump? He went to the jump?
Yeah, he's a very capable jumper.
So he must be able to hit more of the 9 than I thought, of the 1, I mean, than I thought.
Yeah, I think he can hit it enough to make it if he's accurate enough.
Yeah. I was thinking the 8 was blocking it, but obviously he can see better than I can. Shooting at a 45 degree.
Ooh.
Well, he almost made that. That was a very good
Yeah,
hit.
almost made it.
Oh,
All
I
right.
don't know if Shannon has a pocket here, does he?
I don't think so.
Probably bring on another safe.
He doesn't have a corner pocket and doesn't have a side pocket.
He might have some kind of a trick bank, but I don't know if I'd want to shoot that in this situation. No, the one would hit the bottom rail and back up through the 9 and the 5 into the corner if you could turn it that much. But then if it doesn't go, your cue ball's right there. But
Well, he's taking his time. There is a shot clock.
now, if he sends the 1 into the 9, does the 9 have to be called?
No call shot. This is 9 ball. I know 10 ball they're implementing a call shot rule, but in 9 ball there is no need to call for a shot.
Yeah, I might want to slow the ball down, hitting the 9 ball with the 1. But he's just going to graze it, looks like. Yeah.
Well, he left the pocket. I don't know if Boyes is wanting to play it in the top right or play safety.
Yeah. Well, if he can make it. The ball's makeable, and he'll be near the 2. I guess you might want to try it. If you miss it to the left side, the ball will leave and go long, away, far away.
Of course,
Chance of the
he's
save.
hitting it at a speed where it's not going to just roll and stop near the pocket. So
Right.
good shot.
Especially if you make it.
Good shot.
Nice shot. He's a little hard luck there for making the ball. I thought
Yeah.
it was a nice shot. He should have been rewarded with something. I don't know if the ball even banks.
No, don't think so.
He's going to graze the ball, come up to the top of rail, I think, under the 3. Is that the 3 up there?
Yeah, that would be good if he could do it. Yeah, it looks like he's hitting it low enough to go back there, but
He didn't quite get there. Maybe he did. He might have.
yeah, he might have gotten enough of it. But this is worthy of jumping rather than kicking, even with your own cue.
Yeah.
$40,000 first prize for this tournament. This is first round play. No one's in the money. No one's got any losses yet. So this is a tough match for a first round draw.
Sure. Also in a very prestigious event.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody would love to win this one.
There's 128 players, and there was a waiting list. He massaged the ball. And look at this. Reward.
Wow, that was a beautiful shot.
Wow.
That was a beautiful shot.
Boyes doesn't even have his cue. He says, let me look at this.
I mean, just to hit the ball was a nice shot. And I don't know how much plan went into getting down behind the 6 ball, but it was just a beautiful shot anyway. Just to hit it was a beautiful shot.
All right, jump again.
Does he have a pocket for the 2?
Or may have, don't know. Well, this is makeable, and its position for the 3 is there. You got to play it.
He has to hit this ball with a little authority if he wants to get a shot at the 3. If he just hits this in between, he's liable to end up with a bank.
Agreed. Wow, he hit that with authority.
He sure did. Beautiful position.
Great. Well, the balls are open. No pockets are blocked. If he fails to get out, he's got to make a mistake.
I don't see him not getting out this rack. They're laying this is a roadmap all the way. This is his most difficult position is getting to the 7. That shouldn't be a problem for Shannon Daulton. He's too good. I noticed they're using the measle ball.
That's traditional.
And that's nice. I like that ball.
We've used that at the U.S. Open for about 10 years now.
Well, yeah, especially for the cameras, I like it. You know, you can really tell.
The spin.
As a spectator, you can tell how the ball's turning. I think all the tools the novices have to use it, are able to use to get better today, I think is one of the reasons the game has accelerated. The abilities of the players have accelerated.
Indeed. All right, there's the template that's used. It gets removed, of course, when the balls are spread.
Dalton's leading 1-0.
1-0.
This is being held at the Sheraton.
This is at the Sheraton Norfolk WATERSIDE Hotel. And now they're using a break box, and most players break in this area, right about there. It goes back to the end rail, of course. They can go all the way back there. The box is actually bigger than that. Let's see if we can show you that the box is bigger than that.
So the box is a rule. They must break within the box.
Right. They must break within the box. That box is a little small. We're going to make it a little bigger. The real box is about 9 inches. That's one half of it, and then there's another half. So
that's the real box right there.
That's the box. Yep.
Well, from diamond to diamond, so you have two diamonds wide and 2 diamonds long.
All right, Daulton on the break. Rack's high. You notice the 1 is high. Intentionally. Now you'll notice the 8 ball's on the template.
Yeah, its path got deviated also.
Well, a player may ask the referee or his opponent to, just hold that ball, remove the template, and then just drop it down again. Or they'll play the whole rack with it down. All right, what do we have here? We have part of a 1 to C, Bill. He can push out.
Yeah, he could fan the right side of this ball. I don't think he would try to make it.
No.
He's pushing there.
Okay.
Now he may try to make it.
Well, Boyes has the option. I doubt he's going to try and make it.
Well, I mean, he's going to try and hit it real thin, so it's going to head towards the pocket anyway.
He might try and bank it towards the 9 and hook his opponent behind those clusters.
And that's probably the better, easier hit. That's probably the better option than what you just said. Come and look at it a little longer. Because the balls are creating almost a wall there. Although the 9 is down over here, is he going for the 9 with the safe or?
He went for the 9. Nice try. Nice try. Yeah, he left the 1.
In doing this, I think he showed the 1 ball. But the 2 ball seems to be tied up with those other 2 balls. That'll be a hard position.
Exactly. And right now, Daulton has to decide, what am I going to do here? I could be hooked if I just make it and stay down table. He's got to come up. He's got to jack up and
he doesn't
maybe
necessarily
try
have to make this ball if he doesn't want to.
Agreed. The question is, does he want to make it and try and break up that cluster? I don't think he can get above it.
Real first is probably the way I play it. Oh, no, he didn't. He came straight back. He came straight back.
Wow, he hit it. He hit it good enough to come back like that. That was pretty good.
Yeah, but he looks like he's going to try and see if that ball go into the 9 or off the 9.
Right.
I don't know what kind of a safe he has here. Doesn't look like a real great safe to me. If there's enough room between those 2 balls, the 2 could be driven to the short reel and back up towards the side. That would be able to send the cue ball maybe on the other side of the 8 ball and those 2 balls. But, that would be a real hard hit, and I'm not sure that would be a great idea either. I don't like his options here. I would have to say he's going to give up some kind of a shot. He might be better off trying to go for something here.
There is a 40-second shot clock that's in play, and each player is allowed one extension per rack.
How about a billiard? There's two off the what's that, the 7?
Yeah.
No, he's not trying that.
Looks like a safe. Oh.
He's trying to make a ball at the same time as playing this sort of a safe. I don't believe the 2 go straight inside, do you?
No.
And the bank is blocked.
Yep.
So apparently he might be going for a safe. He might be able to hit the ball full but not make it right in the side. Then in that case he might double bank the 2 and draw straight back to the bottom rail. You know, side rail then bottom. You can't see exactly because you'd have to be where he is to tell.
Right. Oh, right in the side. He had room.
Huh. He curved that a little bit.
You'll notice that they put that template just on the rail.
Oh, yeah.
Every rack.
Sure.
Convenient. So doesn't pose a problem.
It's kind of an interesting looking template too. It's got a.
Oh boy, he hit that bad.
Yeah. You know, some pool cues have a diamond in them, and it's like a French curve to it or something. I don't know what they call it.
That looks like it.
Yeah. Yeah. He missed that ball by quite a bit. I'm surprised.
All right, this looks. Again, the balls are spread. No pockets are blocked. He should run out unless he makes a mistake. An unforced error.
Yeah, he's not going to make a mistake here. This is like stop.
This is too easy.
Yeah. Again, the hardest ball for him is the 7. Which shouldn't be any problem. You just come back an inch or 2 here, and once the 7's in, the 8-9 is a joke. Have you ever not gotten out with the balls like that, 8-9?
What's that?
Have you ever not gotten out with the 8-9 like that? I think when
I'm sure it was sometime I've got underneath the 8.
When I was about 9 years old, I might have done that. Interesting.
All right, this is going to put Dalton at 2-0. Yeah, this tournament had a $1,000 entry fee, and previous U.S. Open winners had free entries.
Oh, really?
So there was about about 112 or so paid entries. I think it was 113, 14, something like that. And then there's $75,000 added in prize money. So it's a pretty big purse with $40,000 first prize.
So there was there would have been 128,000. So how many previous U.S. Open winners were there?
I think there were 12.
Are there any that are not around any longer?
Well, there's some that are not competitive anymore. Mike LeBron doesn't play anymore. A couple other players that had no interest
none
in
that
it.
are deceased, though, huh?
Well, I'm sure some are, yeah. Because it's been going on for 40 years. Okay, nothing on the break. Score is 2-0, Dalton's favor. Okay, one's on the top rail.
Yeah, that one's been in a little bit of a tough spot lately, huh?
Yeah. And looks like a lot of congestion in the lower left of the table, that quarter. Looks like a safe spot if he can just float his cue ball down or the one ball. Let's see what he does.
Yeah, I think he's going to send the one down here. It looks like it's an easier.
Something's going to go
an easier hit
over there,
yeah.
And it did. There you go. Yep.
It was just an easier.
Oh, look at the cue.
Yeah, and also he was playing. He was planning to get close to that ball there. Also.
Wow, that was a great shot.
Sure is. I don't think a jump cue is going to help him here. He's going to have a real hard time hitting this ball. Because the 5 ball looks like it's going to block part of the hit. If he hits this with a high ball, it's going to miss to the side of the side pocket. It's going to open up when you hit it high. The angle opens up and might head closer to the side than the ball.
Oh, what a shot.
What a hit.
Good shot. Good shot.
That was a great hit.
He had to shorten that up, didn't he?
Yes, he did. I thought it was going to open up, but you know, diamond tables typically the rails play a little bit shorter. I think that helped him a little. On a Brunswick, he would have had a hard time doing that.
This diamond table is a one-piece slate, by the way.
Oh.
And it was a great innovation by Greg Sullivan to do that. Now, when they set up a tournament, it doesn't take 2 days.
Right.
It takes a couple of hours, and they've got the
they're
tables set.
Beautiful tables. I mean,
oh yeah.
My God.
Great.
And the rails play very true. I like that about them.
Jump cue. A lot of cue makers are making jump cues. Everybody's got a jump cue.
Well, you would be at a big disadvantage if you didn't have one.
Yep. Oh, what a shot.
And they better be good with it also.
Yeah.
Because most of the guys are.
All right, he made the 1 and got the cue ball in position for the 2. Still got work, though.
Well, he's near the rail. It's a little. His stroke will be inhibited.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's got some work.
Maybe elevate a little bit.
Might bump the 7. Just stay there. Let's see. Yeah. 3-8 and hold.
I was thinking he was going to go down to the bottom rail. He's going to hold, you think?
I don't know. Rail first. Look at this. He played rail first, so the cue and 3 would line up for the 9. You see that?
I didn't know he was going to play for the 9, but I thought the cue ball, he would send the cue to the bottom rail.
Yeah, but he sent the 3 there.
Yeah.
By going rail first, he made the 3 go to the excellent shot.
That
wow,
was
very
thinking,
creative.
Sure. Well, you know, he's a really good player. That's what they have. Their brain is a little better than mine.
3-0. Dalton over Boyes. This is a race to 11. When we do get to the finals, it's a race to 13, win by 2.
And in the final match, the winner's side and the loser's side, do they have to play twice or once?
No, once.
Okay. So
Once, but it
hence
is
why they're changing the race to 13.
13, and I think there's a maximum of 14 apiece or 15 apiece, and then there's no more win by 2. So it doesn't go on forever.
Right.
Yeah.
After that, then it's just whoever leads, and then it's over.
Right. So let's say it's 14-14. Well, the next game is hill-hill. But before that, it's win by 2.
I like that.
I mean, you've seen some matches, go on
Sure.
too long. Maybe they'd be exciting, but too long.
Well, how'd you like to be the player? And it's 12-12, And then he loses. He was leading the whole time. At least it gives him a second win.
Also, the 2 ball has to be on the bottom of the rack.
Uh-huh.
That's another 1 in the front, 2 in the back.
And the 9 in the middle is the
nine in the
3
middle.
requirements?
Yep, that's it.
Look at the two ball going up and down. Looks like there's a chance for it to be banked.
All right, 3-0. Daulton over Boyes. I don't recall Boyes doing anything much other than jumping safeties and kicks and that stuff. I don't think he's been running any balls yet. Hasn't had the opportunity. Well, he's a patient man.
Yeah, he's made some nice shots, but Shannon's made some good, you know, responses. Mostly on the safe side. You said Boyes, Boyes.
Yes.
I'm confusing his name with Charles Boyer, the actor. It's kind of
Look at this. Look at this. A boo-boo.
Yeah, but he
got away with it.
He got away with this. 8 blocks the corner and 7 blocks the side, it looks like.
He might not be, I don't know if he can hit the one.
He could hit the one. He could probably curve the cue ball slightly and hit, you know, get a good piece of the one. But
then
you
he
know,
can scratch.
I don't see a wonderful defensive possibility here.
Okay.
He can probably come up without giving him a shot, but he'll get safed on the next shot.
Where's he going?
Trying to stay out of the side.
Where's the one in cue ball going?
Well, the one's going to the. Oh, he didn't do it. I thought. He's that much thinner than I thought. I don't like this shot at all.
No. All right, Daulton has a shot in the side, and the 2 is sitting near the other side, so he's got a very good chance of getting the ball in and the position. And then again, all the balls are spread and nothing is blocked.
He might end up getting the 2 ball in the corner instead of the side.
Right.
And the 3 is near his hand, so I mean he'd be going that way in either case.
Yeah. Let's see what he does. Oh.
Well, I don't know.
He wanted to do what you suggested, I think.
I'm not sure. He's going to shoot this in the side only because it's probably the easier way to get up on a 3. Or is he going to miss the point? Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, he's going up to the top right corner.
I was afraid he's going to follow into the point and stop the cue ball.
Very close to that point.
He just barely missed it, but he got up there nice. Four is going to be in the side. I'm not sure if the 5's still on the table. I can't see it from here. There it is.
5's in the lower left corner pocket.
Yeah, the pole. I mean, my. Very nice.
Six is also on the bottom rail. Just needs angle. He should be just fine.
Yeah, 6 in the corner, 7 in the side, 8 in the corner, and back to the middle of the table, and he'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's a simple shot what he just did there, and yet it's kind of delicate. You have to be careful. Now he's going to be forced to go up and I don't think he could float this softly. He's probably going to have to go up to the top and back.
Yep. And down with a little inside on it. A little inside English on that one.
Where the cue ball is, he's lucky he's left-handed. He didn't have to stretch very much.
All right, it's going to be 4-0, Bill.
Well, it seems to be a one-sided match.
Dalton runs a big pool league down in his area. I think the Southern Classic Tour or something like that. Very popular, too. Draws a lot of players. Out of South Carolina. those balls, when they're placed in those little holes, they hug each other. You know, they lean on each other.
And that's the reason you don't need one for the 9-ball, because they're just pressured in all around the 9-ball.
Right.
So the 9 just fits into the center of all the balls.
Exactly.
And I guess that causes the ball to freeze pretty much.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the holes are designed where when you put the ball in one of those holes, I'll call it, it kind of leans a certain way.
It's good because there's a few people out there that are rack fanatics, and they just look at every little crack between the rack and they antagonize their opponent with it to the point where they're really not. You know, some people dislike these. Certain people who go overboard with it are disliked in the pool community. And this should take all of that out. You rack your own. I mean, that's great, right?
Yep. It's faster, too. You know how often with a wooden triangle, players are just constantly, might take 5 minutes to rack the balls to both their satisfaction.
Sure. I was always trying to think of a bowling similarity. I could get the machine to do it, but it's almost impossible to figure that out.
Yeah.
This is probably the best option.
All right, he's going to roll behind some balls, of course. Uh-oh.
He meant to hit that other ball, and then it would have sent it behind those balls, but he didn't do it. So that's a major error.
Yeah, but Boyes doesn't have a shot.
No, but he'll have a good save for something.
Yeah.
And he does have a combination. It might even fit between there. Maybe he has a half a pocket.
He's looking at it. He probably has half a pocket.
He wants to get aggressive because he's behind so much already.
Right.
He's going for something.
Look, half a pocket he had. Yeah.
And again, he made a nice shot, but no reward.
Well, he's got the 4 up in the corner.
Yeah, it's a tough angle to come down for the 3.
No, it's a natural. Watch. Unless he misses it. But cue ball will get position on the 3 is my bet. There it is.
He missed it.
Proving
my point. It was an impossible angle to get out of 3 without missing the ball. You'll never prove me wrong. Those people who like to be right all the time, we could fall back on that chance that they'll miss.
This is a bank and position on the 3. Here we go. But he's going all out for the bank. It isn't like a two-way shot.
Yeah, he might have to bump into the 3 a little. No, he didn't. He was really short.
Look at this. He got under the 3 and didn't want that.
And he might not have reached the pocket with the 2. Look at this.
Wow.
Wow.
Lost.
It's on the reel. It may not even be able to be cut in. If that ball's frozen and the 8 may be blocking the place it has to be hit. My gosh.
The 2 ball and I don't think it's frozen, though.
So if it's not frozen, then it probably can be cut in.
Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, there is the 2 ball. And it is a hair off of the rail. There it is. Just a hair off the rail. I don't know if he can see enough to make it. We'll see what he tries. If he tries to cut it in, he thinks he can make it.
If he can't, he's going to put follow, hit the ball full, and put follow on a cue ball and make the cue ball stay there with a little extra follow.
Oh, no, I think he tried it.
He probably tried to do that, but it didn't work.
Right. All right. Again, I don't think. I think that 4 and 9 are blocking the pocket, that corner pocket for the 2. But
he has a couple of shots here.
It might go through there. I don't know. If it does, he's getting position on the 3. Oh no, he decided not to do that. I think he went out all safety and accidentally hit the 4. I don't think he was trying a combination.
No, he wasn't trying a combination. He would have taken more time.
And he
Number
would have
one.
had to shoot the 2 next,
Yeah.
you know. So that was.
This is another difficult shot. You can bank this 2-ball down by us and try to get behind the 8 and hide him, you know.
Right.
Or you could thin it on the right side and try to get it back to the middle of the table and send the cue ball down near where it is.
But making the 2 is out of the question.
As
This
far
is
as I'm concerned, yeah.
safety play here. Now you
He
notice.
tried the second option, and he may get behind the ball this way.
Wow. No, but didn't leave a shot. But he might. Dalton might have a natural safety here. If he doesn't hit the. If he hits the 2 and avoids the 8, he might be able to come 2 or 3 rails behind these
Very hard
balls.
shot. He's over the 9 almost. I mean, his hand's where he doesn't want it to be. His bridge hand. He's got a fan that's not to hit the 8.
Just missed
He
the 8
the 8.
and did what he wanted. Look at this.
Wow, he got right behind the 5.
Good shot.
Great shot. A great shot from where he was. That was a great hit. He's really good at these long, thin hits. Well, he's got to try to hit this ball, and I can't see hitting it and safing somebody 1 rail. I almost think you got to go 1, 2, 3 rails to do this.
He's looking at that. He's looking at 3 rails. Look
You
at
could
that.
have gone this way too, down here, shooting towards where you rack the balls,
Okay.
and go 2 rails that way. But I don't
No,
like it. I like the
he's-
3 rail. You got a better chance if you hit it. You got a better chance at a safe.
Yeah, he's going 3 rails. 1, 2, 3. Look at this. Any reward?
Not at all. That was his best bet.
Well, Boyes has not had the opportunities yet. It's a race to 11. He'll get some chances. I don't know if he'll get enough, but
He's gotten the worst of the luck, and Shannon's hit him with some great shots. Shannon's made some great hits on balls, you know. Unless he ran out every time that there was a run out, which is important.
all right.
He's got to just kill this ball, I think, with right hand. He's going up and down.
Well, let's see. The 5 goes in the side. Of course, it's a small side pocket. He has to get a good angle on that 5. And he did. Okay, so now, again, all the balls have pockets. And
Yeah, he's probably going to shoot the 7 up the corner, but he could shoot it in the side almost just as well.
there he goes. Yep, this is over 5-0.
Draw straight back towards the 9, and he didn't draw. He forced it to the side rail. Wow.
Whoa!
He took a little extra longer on that shot. He took a little extra longer, as if he was afraid of missing it, and that tentativeness probably made him almost miss the ball.
The ball did not go in the center of the pocket, did it?
Yeah, he used the whole pocket and then some.
5-0, Shannon Daulton. Once again, we're here at the 2015 U.S. Open 9-Ball Championships at the Sheraton Norfolk Waterside Hotel in Norfolk, Virginia. This is October 26th, 2015, the second day of the event. First round play for both of these players.
Mr. Boyes doesn't look like he's a happy camper.
Well, he feels he should have had some opportunities by now. It's 5-0, and he really hasn't.
Well, Shannon didn't have a lot of opportunities either, but he's made some really difficult hits and shots, and he's made things happen. I have a feeling maybe it should have been a little closer than it is.
Look at that 9, just sitting there. All right, he got a shot. He made 2 balls on the break.
2 balls went on the break. The 8 and the.
And this looks like just jacked up, I think, or maybe he can get by the 3. I don't know. But he's in a good position right now with this rack being 5-0.
Where was the 7 rack? Do you recall?
No. No. Now the 4 ball might be an issue. In the lower right, viewers, there you can see it. Can't see the pocket yet.
He's going to shoot a combination, and then the 4 will fall to the bottom rail.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to figure out a way to.
It's fouling all balls, so he's got to watch his shirt and his stomach and everything else when he stretches over the table. That was weak.
Sure
on the rail.
He sure was. He spun it a real lot, too.
Wow. This is ugly.
It is ugly.
You're looking at possible scratch in the pocket, in the side.
I got a feeling he's going to jack up in the back somehow on this shot, and it's just not what you want to do. And he knows it. No, he's not going to even do it much.
No, he doesn't like it.
Cue ball's either going to head into the 5 and maybe hide him behind the 9 or into the side pocket. I mean, it's just going everywhere you don't want it to go if you make the 3.
You'll notice the shot clock, 5, 4, 3. He called for an extension, so that allows him, once a rack, an extra 40 seconds, and the clock restarted,
and if the 40 seconds now runs out,
it's ball in hand for his opponent.
Wow. Well,
it rarely happens, though. There's 3
I've
clocks.
banked this ball already. I've banked this shot already because of this situation, but he's not. He's jacked up like I thought originally.
Man.
He's changing it back. He doesn't know what to do. He's not thinking of the bank. I bet you if he thought
Watch
of the
him.
bank.
Oh, he played safe. He says, I can't do anything with this shot.
Yeah. And the time was running out, so he had to get rid of it.
Right.
Well, at least he had a good alternate plan, right?
Yeah.
So now what do? If you're losing 5-0 and you haven't gotten a turn in a long time.
Well, I would try and bank this and hold the cue ball on the top rail. This way, I got my combination. He decided to do that. But he's at the table. He knew what his better options were.
I was going to go defensively. I don't think on these tables you're going to make 1 out of 2 of those. I think you make more than like 1 out of 3 banks.
All right, this looks like a safety.
Sure. We'll go right behind the 6 or the 4.
He tried.
Well.
He tried to do that. Look at this.
You got a little lucky. You got behind the 9.
Lucky, got good and lucky. Yeah.
Yeah. Boyes is not having fun here.
Folks, Boyes is a great player. You don't know it yet if you haven't seen him play, but if not this set, another set, you'll see his capabilities. But he might still, do well this session.
He's going to kick at this ball.
Kicked it hard. Get lucky now.
And it's going to come right down. Oh,
No.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
He's going to have to thin this ball here. I could see already. Shannon's going to have to thin this ball. And it looks like the corner pocket's in the way here. So,
no.
He's not going to be able. He's going to be careful not to go in the corner pocket. Get down on that. So if he's going to hit it real thin and not to show the ball, he's going to probably come up near the 5 ball with the cue. 1, 2 rails and up,
right.
and may either get. I don't think he's going to get behind the 6. He'll probably try to get behind the 4 ball. See, here goes the 3 behind the 4.
Tried.
Pretty much he tried to do that, Not quite what I said, but it's closer to what I said. He doesn't have a lot of choices here. He can only hit so much of the ball. He might want to really graze this ball thin. Put it behind the 4, hopefully.
Oops.
I think he can't make it.
Right.
When you know you got to do it.
But he didn't do what he wanted to. He wanted to go around that 6.
But depending on how much of the 3 he can hit, he might even go real first and try to stick the cue ball.
This is Dalton at the table, and he played a safety. Can the 3 be made?
I think he's got to pocket straight in. And he could hold the cue ball, maybe let it swing only about 10 inches over and cut the 4 down in the same pocket.
Doesn't look like he's shooting it there.
No, he's shooting it there. He's just not playing this. Oh,
He's playing
look at this.
safe.
Look at this. He has the patience of a saint. losing by 5-0, and when you have a chance, you don't go for it.
Dalton sighting the ball there.
He can hit the edge of this ball, and there's a chance he could cut it into the top right-hand corner.
Right.
But he's not certain he can even do that. And then if he does happen to do it, where's he going to go? I don't know.
He did and made it. But like you said, where's he going? In the drink.
Oh, boy. That was a tremendous shot. That is the most hard luck thing that could ever happen. Look at this. He makes this backwards cut.
Yeah.
At a slow speed, too. He didn't hit it that hard. It just barely reached the pocket.
Well, Boyes has his first good opportunity of scoring.
Well, he better get out. There's only 4 balls, and he had a ball and he had to start. It's a little tricky with the 9 ball right there. He's got to go one way or the other. He chose to go the other. Wow. He almost got saved.
Yep.
I don't know if he can hold this ball. He might have to go up and around. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he should make this. It's not a problem for a man of his caliber. There you go. On the board. It's no longer a snide.
5-1.
Now, if he can run 4 racks in a row, it'll be tie game. How long has this rack been implemented?
This is the first tournament for this rack.
So we don't have a lot of history on whether they could string 4s or 5s or 10s or whatever.
No. Chris Renfro had a prototype before this that he's tried at some tournaments and made modifications and improved on it. And this is his latest. All right, here we go. Let's see where the 9 ball goes.
He's breaking from right at the edge of the box. Or he made 1. 2, 3.
9 ball in the middle of the rack there.
The 6. He made the 6 ball. This is an easy position for the 2.
No, the 3. There is no 2.
What is that? Oh, that's the 8.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's that ball? Oh, that's the 6.
But here again, No obstructions. All the balls have a pocket. I really think Boyes should run out unless he makes terrible error.
Yeah, this is a really easy run out. 5, you pull it back a couple of inches for the 6. 6 to the 7 is a no-brainer, and then the 8's a no-brainer. And the 8's leading to the 9. It should be, this is probably the hardest shot I'll have.
All right, well, this will put him in stroke. Oh, boy, oh, boy.
He's lucky this was a new cloth.
Yeah, second day, balls like that will fall. Fifth or sixth day, they may hang.
I think on the second day and the first day, people know it, and I think they don't concentrate quite as hard.
All right, it's going to be 5-2.
Very nice. Doing well.
Yep, and of course it's a Simonis cloth, Aramith balls, diamond pool tables. The best all around. You'll see the balls rock a little bit, but they're rocking into each other, colliding with each other, so that they become frozen. And then
I'm looking at the corner balls like the 7. That's not the 7, the 3 and the 8. Mm-hmm. And the 2 is behind. I want to see if a ball goes out of break, which one. If it's one of the wing balls,
Yeah. Well, being racked high, it's going to be. Well, they still do go.
2, 3, 8 are the wing or the outside.
Almost the 3 went, but didn't.
He didn't make anything.
And
3, 6,
Dalton
9.
has a shot at the 1. He's got to play pretty good position on the 2.
Well, you can't complain about to the racker.
Yeah.
I'll let you do it every time. I just want to make sure it's not mistaken.
1, 2. This looks like he's got a good chance to get these.
Well, he's got a limited area to play position on the 2 because he has to have a slight angle, but he doesn't want to go too far with that cue ball. Wow, on the rail? You don't want to be there. So off roll it, hold the 2 there. There he goes. Wow. Well,
He can hit this ball. I think he can hit this soft, send the cue ball towards the rail, and then the 6, and that might hold it up for the 4.
you're right. Okay. All right, he's
Pulls
got
it
to.
back for the side,
If he pulls it back, we're back to okay. Everything's out there now. You don't have to do any kind of magic. Just pocket balls and roll into position.
Yeah, this should be. He should be able to come out for the 6 now. Once he does that, if he gets that straight in, the rest is history.
Bill, if it's at the end of the rack, I've always thought that when the 9 ball is on or near the foot spot, that's the toughest ball to get position for.
Foot spot, meaning where you rack the balls?
Yeah. Like if the 9 was lower or to the left or right, it'd be a little easier for me to play position for it. When it's in the middle like that, You know, you're always dealing with the side pockets or going too far.
You're probably right, but
it's
the 8 ball will dictate whether it's easy to get to the 9 or not.
Well, here you go. Let's see what he does with it. Perfect. All right, it's going to be 6-2.
I think that you have to say, if I had a place I didn't want the 9 ball to be, I would probably agree with you. I think if there's a place I don't want it to be just at random, probably I don't want it to be on the spot.
Yeah. Because if it's to the left or right, it seems like you could be on either side of the ball and make it. But it seems to be less area, position area.
I don't think I'd like it on either spot, and I'm not sure I'd want it dead center between the side pockets either. But those would be preferable to either spot. And of course, you don't want it up on the long rail up near the point on the side pocket. Right. Those are horrible nightmares.
I think we got a player break coming. All right, folks, we're going to be right back. All right, we are back. Daulton at the table. Score is 6-2 in his favor.
Here we have the 4 and the 6 on the wings with the 2 behind.
And
6 went in.
Something else went in. Yeah.
And the 2. So 2 of the wing balls, 3, 6, 7. 2 of the wing balls went in. 2 of the corner balls, or whatever you want to call them.
All right, he is hooked. He's going to have to push out. He doesn't have to, but he may push out. He's looking at possible endpoints for that cue ball.
It's a little tricky. He doesn't want to push out for a shot, and he doesn't want to push out for a safe that the other person will shoot and lock him dead, lock him up on.
Wow. He hooked himself.
I think he came a little shorter than he wanted to.
Boyes didn't take much time in giving it back to him. Jacked up, Massey, rail first. And, oh, man.
Wow. I believe that he played for a kick shot. I think that when he pushed not for that kick shot, but for a kick shot.
He might have.
He wanted to come down a little further
and
not have to jack up, to make it turn that much. Because if you let him see the ball, then he'll just thin the ball and put you behind those balls, and you won't have a shot. So, I mean, his best bet is to leave a kick shot with the ball at the other end of the table where all the balls are. And I believe he did that. I mean, we don't have the chance to ask him, but he's a little bit unlucky for the ball to go in the corner and scratch. This is position for the
5.
For the 5 is not very difficult.
And up and down. 7's in the bottom right corner.
The 7 to the 8 will be the hardest shot once you
Yeah.
And that's not that difficult. Should just draw up the rail a little past the side pocket. There's other ways to play it.
Okay, for you viewers, you'll notice there's a small number below the score number. Score is 62, but right below that in an oval is an ACCUSTATS average. And we don't post that early in the match because we don't have enough balls to make a good judgment right now. The score is 6-3, and you'll see those numbers better now. Dalton shooting an 879, which is very good. Boyes 774. He hasn't had many opportunities though, but I think you'll see that go up as he makes more balls. When you shoot a 900 or over, Bill, you rarely lose the match. There are times you lose it, and your opponent may even score lower, but we all know the most important thing is making the 9-ball, regardless of your stats.
Yeah, I've noticed through the years that most of the people who win the tournament are shooting in the 9s.
Yeah.
Sometimes in the high 9s.
What that basically means, to shoot a 900, for every 9 balls you pocket, you make 1 error, and it's an assortment of little errors you can make. That's really top pro class when you shoot 900s. All right, what do we have here? 1 ball on the break?
Yeah, he made a ball on a break. You can see the 1, I think, between the 2 and the 3.
No balls on the break. Dalton stepped up.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, there's 9. Yeah, so he's got the 1. What's he going to do with the 1? Play safe?
Yeah, he's going to come back up near the 8 or the 2. Get underneath there.
Watch the side pocket. Okay.
Did it a little differently than I would have, but it's a nice shot.
Yep. All right. The 5-ball could be an issue. If it's frozen to the 9 and it doesn't go, then it has to be dealt with. But right now, let's take care of the 1. How do we
5 looks like it might be a dead combination for the 9 in the side pocket. But I can't tell from here.
Might be.
Needs a little help here.
And no, didn't get help. Well, wait a minute. I don't know.
He's near the rail. It's going to impede his stroke, and he's got to draw all the way back to the other end of the table. This is a really difficult shot, but he's got the stroke to do it if anybody can do it.
Yeah.
But he didn't draw it. He didn't draw it. He slammed it off the rail. Yeah, he slammed it off the rail. Cheated the pocket a little, and he used the rail to get him back. And he came pretty good. Got a nice shot.
Well, he's got a couple of balls to massage this rack a bit if that 5 doesn't go, or if the 9 doesn't go. Let's see, what does he do? Oh, this is not an easy shot.
Well, he's going to draw, shoot it in the corner, and draw off the side rail and back up for the 4 in the other corner. Missed the ball.
And broke up the problem.
Yeah. That's
Isn't that something? How many times have you kicked at a ball and says, as long as I don't break up this cluster over there? And sure enough, that's what happens.
That's an unusual miss for him. I thought he was going to make that ball.
All right. He's... let's see. He's going to hit the 5, so he's got to do something with the cue ball to get on the 4. 4 doesn't go up table, it only goes down table. Can he draw it after the 3?
Well, the 5 may fit past the 9. He may sneak past the 9.
No, the 4 I'm
I
talking
meant
about.
the 4. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I meant the 4. The 4 may sneak past the 9.
Yeah.
We'll see if he opts to go that way. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it probably does go. Oh, well, he's not happy because of the angle.
Barely goes.
He'd have to be very accurate on this if it goes. Maybe even cheat the rail or cheat the pocket by pocket speed, hitting the rail slightly.
And then he's still got to be able to make the 5.
Yep. No, this is not pretty. I think you're right, though. He could sneak it by if he had straight shot. Now it's twice as hard. 3 times as hard.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. That might happen. Well, he's got a couple of options here. He could tend to bank the 4 back this way and try to get behind the 9 and the 7.
Right. And that's what he's doing.
I don't know if he did it or not. He's behind the 7, I think.
Yeah.
He may be able to hit the reel and kick the 4. That would send the cue ball back towards the 7. Or depending on the angle, he might even stay there.
Now that's the problem. When you go rail first and the ball's near the rail, you can't get enough under it, and you might send it to one of the corner pockets.
Yeah. Well, he could have had more control, but he had to jack up to even hit it.
Right.
So that really took away some of his control. If he wouldn't have had to jack up to hit that ball, he had a couple of different options.
Ooh.
Again, that pocket's
And
very forgiving. Again.
Little straight.
He gets spin by there. I don't know if the 7 goes in the corner near where the 9 is near.
The left side, left corner.
Yeah. But that's what I think it does, and he would follow with right English to get over there.
Well, we'll tell quickly if that ball goes. It does go because he played position for it.
Well, his position was great, and the shot wasn't.
No, shot was terrible. He agrees. How did I miss that? Well, I think Boyes is going to score again.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't it 5-0 or something like that before?
Yeah.
Now it's going to be 6-4 if he can complete this rack.
This isn't over yet. He's got to shoot this ball at the right speed, and he's got to follow up and try to keep off the rail and not get straight on the 8.
Exactly. That's a lot to think.
Yeah, he's got
a lot of things can go
here,
wrong.
yeah.
And he got 2 straight. No.
But he's fine. He's fine.
I don't know. He got a little straight.
Yeah, but he could draw it all
I
the way
know.
back up and out.
Straighter than he liked.
Sure.
Well hit. Well hit. Wow.
That was a nice shot.
6-4, Dalton's favor. And
I like that shot he played. He had to force that to the rail to let the English even take
yeah,
it.
yeah. And the stats are getting closer now as the scores get closer.
Yeah.
833 for Dalton. He faltered a little bit that rack. Boyes made some balls. This is our rack track. Shows you that Dalton made the first 5 racks. Boyes made 2, Dalton 1, Boyes 2. Kind of get a feeling for how the momentum is.
Shannon missed the ball that rack. I was really surprised. I think he was surprised.
Yeah, it was. He should have made it, but it was missable. It's one of those areas that you're going to make maybe 85% of the time, but you will miss them. 9 ball. Where's the 9 ball?
Look at these balls dropping.
4 on the break. 9 ball didn't budge.
Well, he'd like to remember this rack. We could rack him again that way and memorize that one. He'll put this rack out of business. The template will be no longer used if he can make 4 every time. It's the first time I've seen it before. He doesn't have an easy shot. I mean,
We're going to have a Make It Happen tournament in December, and Renfro has a 10-ball template, and we'll be using that.
he'd like to be able to cut this in the side, but these side pockets are a little tough.
Yes.
I think he's going to try to go cross-side with this ball and come back up. And if he does that, he's got to be careful he doesn't come up too far for the 8 ball getting away. Played the bank, missed the bank.
Just missed it, too. Hit a point.
Watch out for the 8 ball. See, the 8 ball almost got away.
Yeah.
But he would have been okay. He had to make the ball.
All right.
Now Shannon is getting a taste of the bad of luck rolls here.
Yep. The tide has turned.
He's going to have to kick at this ball, and he could kick the ball either into the side or send it down table, and the cue ball will stay up here near the 5, where he should have a shot. He missed his side, and it's going to go down to give him a shot. I think maybe that wasn't a good choice. Maybe he shouldn't have aimed at the side. He might should have, aimed to kick them for a safe rather than go in. Gonna follow this ball out 1, 2, 3 rails, I think. Rails.
Yep.
And now he's got to hit this ball with a nice smooth stroke or it'll be too hard.
Well, it all depends if it's on the rail or not. Let's take a look. No, he's okay. I think he can hit it softer because it's off the rail.
He also doesn't have to cut it as much. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Pretty natural there. And this is natural. He just has to give it a little stroke.
Hit a little bottom right on the cue ball, and it'll draw back to the long rail.
Yep.
Just above the side.
And just above the side, like you said.
Well, he wanted to come a little higher than that. I think that these rails playing so short, and he's a little. He's not really loose yet. I'm sure he didn't stroke that as well as he could have. May have overcut it a tad, but he's fine. Pretty good speed. It got a little easier, but it's well within his easy range.
There we go, 6-5. Now it's a game. Both of players are shooting over 800 now. And the score indicates that too. 6-5. 833 for Daulton, 809 for Boyes.
Having such a big lead as Shannon had before, The next time he gets up with an easy rack, it'll probably look a little more difficult.
Yes. Yes. Scores do that. And how many times have you heard, oh, don't think about who you're playing or don't think about the score, just play the rack? How easy is that?
It's not easy.
No.
But it's a great idea.
Yeah, of course. We'd all love to do it. That'd be like practicing. No opponent.
Sure. There goes the 1.
And the 2 is... I don't know.
He's got a shot at it. I believe he can make this, and
He's not happy
he's
with
just
it,
got to
though.
make sure. He's got to make sure if he can make it even. I'm not sure if he has to turn it in or not. If he can make this and turn it in, he's got to make sure he gets away from the ball that he's near. I think it's the 5 ball. Doesn't want to get stuck behind it. I guess it doesn't go.
Right. If it doesn't go, maybe you can hit it and stop. Can that ball go around the table? And let's see. A lot of other balls.
He can hit it and stop probably also, but
Yeah, but there's
now
other
he's
balls.
afraid he's going to catch the point of the corner and the ball will stay too close to the cue ball.
Push out. This is what he's
Yeah,
going to do.
I don't know if I would do this.
Yeah.
He thought he made the rack run a little harder, but I don't know if he did.
How about banking
What
it?
would you do here, Pat?
Well, maybe bank it, because if it hangs or gets close to the pocket, you've got the 7 that might be blocking it. You got these other balls blocking that pocket. And the 3 ball is up table where you want the cue ball. But he gave it up. He says, I don't like it. You can have it.
Yeah. If I banked this, I would have to spin the cue ball. In my mind, I would have to spin the cue ball a little bit of right English. I don't want to hit the short rail and come back up and hit the 5. I want to go and miss the 5 to the long rail side. And if you went with the left English, I think you'll be able to kiss the 2 ball. After you banked it, it would come back off the rail and hit the cue ball. With the left English, that's what it looks like to me, but it's a little hard from where I'm sitting. You tell for sure. I think I'm right.
That 3 doesn't go either. You'll notice the 8 is in front of the 3.
Yeah.
So there's work ahead of whoever gets the 2. That's just a safety.
So, yeah, he didn't go to make it. Yeah.
Right. Look at this.
A nice safety too.
Nice shot.
Good shot.
Nice shot.
He'll jump this ball, I believe. Because he only needs to get over the 3. Oh, he's not jumping it. He's going to go around it.
Well, he left it, but again, that 3 is no hanger. He's got to work on that 3.
George Rodriguez and Jason.
I mean, the 8 is a little off the rail. It's an easier combination if you get the right angle on the 3.
I think he's really got to just make sure he makes this 2 ball. That's no bargain either.
Right.
He may not be able to really see it without turning the cue ball a little bit.
It looks like he's playing safe. He's going to try and send the cue ball up behind that 3. Let's see. Did he hear me?
What a nice shot that was. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, we get 2:30 matchups underway, starting in the back room on table number 5.
This is a hard hit here.
Representative for the Casa
Yeah.
Hughes.
You go off 2 rails, you better not put any side English on it.
Right.
Because it'll go and hit closer to the 9 after the second
Yep.
rail.
Player representative for Miz.
He's
He
just
misses
going
it,
to
he'll
miss.
miss it on the side of the 9 ball.
Watch how close he comes to the 7.
Monan on table number 5.
But he'll have spin on the ball.
Representing the United States, Scott
close to the 7. See that? And
Wow.
the aim was close to the 7. That's why I said
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It looked like he was aiming that way. Ball in hand for Boyes. Karl Boyes from the UK.
This might tie it up. He gets out here.
Karl plays at the Derby City Classic also. That's the Derby and the U.S. Open are 2 tournaments that top players don't want to miss.
Table number 8, 2 great players from the Republic of the Philippines, Francisco Gilasilda and Warren Kiemko. You guys can get underway on table number 8. Let's make some noise for these guys. Thank
Has
you.
Karl done well in Derby City?
Yeah. He won the 10-ball on a 10-foot table. He won the 10-ball tournament with 16 top players.
Wow.
Yeah. So he knows how to win. Like I said earlier, this is a tough matchup for a first-round draw. Okay, that 8 off the rail a little bit makes all the difference in the world. That was on the rail.
Well, I'd love to hit the rail first with the 3 and make it shoot over towards the other corner. But he didn't do that.
And see what happens.
On deck on the Accu-Stats table.
He was left-handed. Maybe he'll cut this in. I don't know if he can do it as a right-handed. Shooter.
Gonna get a bridge.
May have to play it safe with the bridge. He's trying to cut it in. Yeah. I guess it was easier than I thought.
Okay.
All
right. No blocked pockets. Balls spread. He'd have to make a mistake not to get out.
At this point, he's actually losing the game, the match, but winning on the ACCUSTATS scores by 3 little points.
Well, that can change in 3 balls.
Regular US Open is sponsored by CSI.
You noticed before it was like a 870 or 860, and Boyes had 700 and something. Now it's going to be 6-6, and Boyes is they're going to be about even on the stats, which is the way it should be.
I'm going to shoot this around 2 rails and try to get it over. Oh, 1 rail and go straight across, huh? Okay, well, it's another way to play it.
I think he'll keep the cue ball near that 7.
Put a 9 on the side, you think?
It depends on when he gets down on the ball, what kind of angle he has, what he's confident with, but that's an option, of course. That's what he did.
North Carolina, James Blackburn.
Sides on the diamond tables are a little less forgiving than
Yes,
on other tables.
they are tight.
You have to make sure you're confident.
All right, another break. It's 6-6. We'll be right back. All right, we are back again, Bill.
Boyes is breaking.
Scores 6 apiece.
Get the 7-8 on the wings. The 2 on the bottom again. Just by a little, I'm curious about this rack. I'm trying to pay attention if their wing balls are going.
Six went.
I thought it was the 7.
Or maybe it was. Yeah, 7. All right, look where the cue ball is. Married to the 8 ball.
That's no fun.
All right, he certainly will push out. Let's see where he goes. Well, it's one of 2 places, away from the 9 or pushing to tempt him on the 9. All right.
This thing out of the way.
Yeah, it's a good place to push, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd give it back to him. It's hard enough to hit the ball that distance. on the rail. He doesn't like it. Gives it back.
I mean, if he's really good, he can hit this one dead straight and bank it long and put him behind the 9 ball. But what a hit that would be. I guess you could play into the 9, try to hit it thin. You know.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Blew that one.
That was the worst thing he could have done.
Look at him. He knows it. Boy, was that a bad shot he said. All right, Dalton.
Gotta cut this in a corner and just keep from scratching across side. I'll have the 2 ball.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, now he's got to get to the 4 on the other long rail.
He's left-handed, so he can hit this ball. If he can hit it soft enough, he could shoot from the long rail. You know, from right where it is almost. You know, just go forward a little bit, and he'll be able to get over there. Yeah, see, he's using that left-handed.
Oh wait, he's got the 3 first. I'm sorry, the 3 first. Yeah.
You know, if he was right-handed, this would be a little harder to do. Just going to draw back to the middle on this, I think.
Yeah. And just right for the 5, I think.
Very deliberate.
Drag draw there.
I think he's tightening up the hatches right here. He wants to make sure he doesn't miss anymore. Yeah, I don't think he likes to score at 6-6. And he had him 5-0, I think.
Right. Got to draw this straight back, Bill.
Yeah, there's a little room to cheat it. He could go to a little to his left on the draw, but not much.
Yeah, like you said. This is not a gimme.
He wanted to hit the rail and bounce a little, and he didn't get enough of that rail. He didn't get to the rail at all, actually. He's one of the best ball pocketers you'll ever see, so if he misses this, I'll be surprised.
Oh, no. Well, are you surprised?
I'm surprised that Mr. Boyes is safe. That's what I'm surprised at. I mean, he's reasonably safe. Wow, he missed that by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So he missed it on the left side of the pocket. It went 3 rails in a row.
Bank it.
Well, that seems to be what he's going to do.
Well, with ball in hand, that'd be a bank.
Yeah, I don't like that. I would have thinned the ball.
Really?
Yeah, I would have thinned the ball on the right side of the 9 and left it on the short reel and sent the cue ball all the way back. These reels
Yeah, well,
are very
how about a
lively.
banker? Would a bank player do that? No. Bank player's going to bank that ball. That goes in most of the time.
Yeah, you're probably right, but in bank pool they bank it for sure.
Right.
And they probably make it, but you know they've hit a couple of banks in a row a lot of times, you know.
7-6. 7-6.
That could have been the whole match right there. You know, that one was starting off at 6-6. We're going to 11.
Yeah, raised to 11.
Well, Shannon only needs 4 more games now. That's his second. He got his second chance. He missed and didn't lose.
Exactly. Missed that 9 ball, and now he's winning 7-6. Still. What's happening? Karl Boyes, I'm just told, Karl Boyes is claiming that the 9 ball hit Shannon's cue stick after Shannon placed it on the table. And we're probably going to have to review that. Technically, of course, if a ball hits, the cue ball hits your stick when it's on the table, technically it's a foul, whether it's in the middle of the table or not. I didn't notice.
Are we going to get to see this?
No, I don't think they're going to do that. But we're going to take a short break, and we'll come back with the response and what his decision is going to be. We'll be right back.
We're pausing this match for a moment. We're going to check the video
All right, Karl
replay.
Kantrowitz came back,
It's a
folks,
question of whether or
and
not there was a
he's
foul
made a
committed
decision.
after the 9 ball was
It is a
made.
foul.
The situation was that
We
the
looked
cue
at the
ball was in
replay,
motion.
and Shannon placed his cue stick on the
Question
table,
is, did it interfere
and the
with
cue ball was still
moving
rolling,
cue ball?
and just before it stopped, it tapped the cue stick. And Karl, according to the rules, states that it is a foul. And I guess they're going to make Karl Boyes shoot the 9. And that's what's going to happen. He's going to remove all the balls. He's going to leave the 9 in the middle where it kind of was when it hit the cue stick. And Karl Boyes will have to shoot the 9. Will he make it? There he goes. So, instead of Daulton winning 7-6, it is now Karl Boyes winning 7-6. What do you think, Bill?
That's an amazing turn of events.
I mean, that cue ball, I didn't even notice it. It must have just been on its last turn and tapped the cue stick.
I'm sure that's happened before, you know, and most people haven't even noticed it, you know.
Or thought it was...
Yeah, it wasn't relevant.
Yeah.
But,
well, I think it could have been called either way.
well, it's certainly not going to promote relationships, healthy relationships between England and the United States.
All right, here we go. 7-6, Boyes.
And he gets the break, too. Wow, that's a big swing. I'm glad it was at least a close match when it happened. I mean if it put him over the top, it would have been a shame.
Wow. How about if it was game ball?
That's what I mean.
Man.
I've seen that happen before, and for game ball, you know, a lot of times they'll jump up in the air and put their stick down. Somebody will come run over and grab the cue ball, you know, because it was going to stop in the middle of the table, you know. I've seen them do it and nobody called it.
Well, they didn't want to riot.
I think he just hooked them a little bit, maybe, or maybe partially hooked them.
Yeah, he doesn't have a pocket, I don't think. But if he can just cut it to bump the 8 and send it to the rail, maybe he can have the cue ball on the same long rail at the bottom of the table.
He may even try to overcut this ball just as long as he hits it, you know?
Right.
And I don't think the cue ball could scratch in the corner with the 6 being there, but maybe it could. I think he'd like to get behind the 6, you know, and maybe behind the 8 also if he could hit that thin.
Now he's going to thin the 1. Will it go behind the 8th? It bumped the 8 like I thought it might, but it didn't go behind enough.
He didn't hit it as thin as he would have liked.
Right.
I'm sure he would like to catch that a little thinner.
Right. And Dalton doesn't have a full ball, or he might have a full ball, but I don't know if he can cut it in the
You have Michael Ostrowski in the room.
top pocket. Doesn't look like that.
I think he's got enough of a ball to hit this ball softly and let the cue ball follow right up on the 8.
I think so.
But I don't know if he has enough of a ball. He has enough, he can do that.
Oh, no.
He didn't think so anyway.
Wow.
He got the
There
right
you
ball in
go.
a position that
Yeah.
rarely I've seen people be able to do before. That was really a nice shot.
Yeah.
This one's really difficult to hit. If I was Shannon right now, I'd probably be steaming over that last call. And I think I'd put the screws to the guy as best that I could.
I looked at Shannon when the camera wasn't on him, and he is mad.
Now we'll find out if
He's
he
throwing
plays
his
better.
hands up like, how could somebody do that to me?
We'll find out if he plays better when he's angry or worse.
Yeah. Ooh. No pocket again. You know, this could exacerbate things. If he doesn't get a shot after shot, he's going to be feeling like that call made everything different.
Sure.
All right, he hooked Boyes. Boyes will certainly go rail first on this.
I mean, he's going to go rail first, but where the balls are, for him to be able to save, he'd have to hit it at either a sharper angle. That he doesn't want to catch the one dead in the face. He may hit it a little more to the right and spin the cue ball down towards it so he'll get a better angle. Otherwise, you'll just show the 1 ball straight in. When you hit the road, you'll be able to see it too easily.
Whoa!
But he makes it.
And he hit it pretty hard too.
Yeah. I don't
Look
believe
at
he was
this.
trying to. I don't believe he was trying to make it. I think he was trying to kick it 2 rails up and
Right.
down,
I agree.
and he got lucky and put it right in.
And he has a position. Can make 2.
Yes, he does.
Wow. He makes this and runs out. What a turnaround. Well, they're there for him, Bill.
This first shot's not easy.
No.
He's got to sort of back cut it a little bit and hold the cue ball for the 4.
Or
But if he makes the 4, the 5 is going to be easy.
he might shoot it in the left top.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh,
I said back cut it. I guess I was referring. No, he's not. He's shooting it to the right.
now he's back cutting it.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, straight in. Now he's got to get on the 5, which is on the top rail, the short rail, but he's got to get in that section over there, top left section. He's got a little angle on the 4. He could probably get away with it, but The 8 is worrisome. No, he got around it. Good. Okay. And he has angle to get on the 6. Look at this.
He'll just follow this ball, try to get in the middle of the table, more or less.
Right.
You get pretty straight on the 7. That might even be a good way to get back for the 7 now. He may just go straight back to where he is or a little further. And take what he has on the 7. Oh, it looks like he's going to follow it. Yeah, followed it up and around.
Boy, Boyes is going to be ahead 8-6, and I don't remember him winning 8 games. But he did, and his ACCUSTATS score keeps creeping up. Uh-oh.
What did he do there? What did he do
that.
there? I don't even understand what he's trying to do. He's trying to play for the side, I thought.
Yes.
But he got in a really unusual spot. He may be able to cut this in, but I think he's already going to have to bank it.
Yeah, he's not going to cut it in.
The ball cuts. I mean,
Yeah.
on the Brunswick table, I play this as a cut. But at this table, I might bank it. Banks go a little truer. Yeah.
There it is.
Followed around 3 reels and almost perfect on a 9. Wow, Mr. Boyes has 8. Dalton has 6. Boyes needs 3. Dalton needs 5. That is a turn of events.
Yeah.
And the look on his face is horrible. Wishes he had X-ray vision. He would melt Boyes' cue.
He was ahead 5-0, so he lost 8 of the last 9 racks.
Wow.
His TPA went from 870 or so to 808. So he's been.
But he missed the ball. I remember
Oh yeah.
back when he missed the ball. He had a chance to stop it, and he just missed the ball he would have normally made. It was a pretty easy shot along the short rail. I don't think Shannon will ever put his cue on a table again.
Well, he made something.
2 ball.
2 balls he made, and he's got position on the 1. No, he's
He
got
made 1 ball. He made the 2 ball.
just 1 ball.
Yeah.
Right, the 2 ball.
So he's got the 1, then the 3, and the 3 is going to be not that hard to get to.
Look at the 4. 4's on the long rail. And the 8's blocking the pocket.
That's a problem.
Yes. The 3 is on the right long rail up top.
Yeah. Another reason it's a problem is because the 1 and the cue ball are fairly straight, and he's going to have a little fight to get on the 3.
Yep.
Well, he'll get on the 3, but he's not sure exactly where. And sure enough, he got very long on a 3. He barely could see the shot.
Yep. What are his options here?
You can play safe right now, or you could draw straight back and hope you hug the rail for a bank on the 4, or maybe get back exactly where you are and cut it up the corner with an angle. But I don't even know. I might hit the 3, hit a short reel, and follow the cue ball all the way down. Play safe right now.
No, he played it. What
He
now?
wants to shoot the 8. I don't believe he wants to shoot the 8. He's gonna have to bank this ball. That 8's a very difficult shot.
He doesn't like it.
Might have to play a safe or a safe bank. See, the 5's all the way up the other end.
Yeah.
So he could bank this to the other corner with a little left English and come back up towards the 5. And that's how I would play it. I'm not shooting the 8 ball. I don't like it. It's not even lined up. They're not even lined up. No less, they're almost 2 diamonds apart. For sure, a diamond and a half.
Wow.
That was a great hit.
Wow. Surprise, surprise.
He made a great shot. He really did. The rest of this is just academic. This is an easy out now. Follow around like 2 rails. Maybe 1.
Oh, man.
6 was
He's
just
okay.
off enough to cut in the side, I think.
I don't know.
But he almost hit it. And if he hit it, he might have made it worse. You got the 5, 6, and 7 left. The 5's easy enough, but he's got to get on the 6. I guess he might try for the 6 in the corner. It's his easiest position, probably.
Might have to use the point for position. I don't know how close it is to the side pocket.
I think he's going to shoot it down this corner, yeah. Not too bad. He can follow this and maybe catch the point and stay up there. I don't know.
Right. The point could play a factor here. Look at that.
I don't think he wants to draw this ball. He's liable to draw it right to the side.
No, he's going to have to follow. There's no choice here. Follow, maybe get lucky and get action out of the point.
He might even miss the whole point, you know. I mean, not get any action out of it and just go forward, which would be ideal for him. He'll get he can play the 7 in the following corner up there, eat more easily. Yeah, he didn't get much out of the point. This is not my favorite shot, though. I mean, you know, it's makeable for sure, but it's not my favorite shot.
Right.
Especially to have to control the ball to the 9.
Big shot here. Wow. 9-6.
Huh.
Shannon was up 6-2 at one time.
I'd love to see Shannon come back from this point. That would really be exciting. Tie it up at 10-10.
Nine six.
Boyes is winning 9-6. Shannon's ACCUSTATS score is almost 800 now, and Boyes is almost 860.
Yeah.
They've changed an awful lot.
Yeah.
It's showing the score.
All right, Boyes breaking.
He's breaking with a Predator. It looks like a Predator BK2. So he has like 3 cues he's playing with. Then he's got the jump cue, the break cue, and the player's cue.
Watch it. And the 2 is makeable. Wow. It's missable, but it certainly is more makeable than missable.
Oh, he's going to make this ball. This ball's in. Like this, he'll hit right at the 3 ball. And I don't know what pocket he's going to get in. I don't think he knows for sure what pocket he's going to get the 3 in. Maybe the top left. If he hits the 3. If he makes this ball, the cue ball's going to head right towards the 3 ball. I don't think he's going to spin it at all. It wouldn't make any sense to spin.
He called an extension. He used up his first 40 seconds. You're allowed 1 per rack, per player. All right, now what?
Hit that a little firm. He's going to have a tough shot here.
No, he's okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's okay. Now the 4 may be an issue with the 6 in the corner pocket.
Oh, I was playing position for the other ball.
Oh.
I confused the 3 with the 7.
I'm sorry, I did too. I did too. Actually, you led me to to think that way. Yeah.
Again, they wiggled the ball in that corner.
Yeah.
That's 3 of them I've seen going like that. Well, he's got to come across for the 5. That might be a straight drawback. Come right across the top of that 9 ball. Oh no, he followed it.
Oh wow, he's in good shape now. Wow. Balls are there for him. Toughest shot.
Shannon may not shoot again.
Toughest shot is getting on the 9.
Imagine if Shannon ever shoots again. There'll be one hot puppy.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, he's all right, but could have been better.
Players of this caliber should make this ball, I'm pretty sure. He got the perfect angle on this too. He just has to draw back with a little bit of right.
Exactly.
And, he'll just be near the side pocket for a straight in 9 ball again. Again, the 9's near the spot, right?
Yep. Yeah, that's about the best way to play position on the 9.
Does he want to shoot with the diamond down there, or would he prefer to take that diamond off, or doesn't it matter?
I guess it doesn't matter to him. He's going to hit it hard enough. Because that template does have some thickness to it, and it'll affect the rolls of some balls. 10-6. Wow. Boyes shooting at 874, Dalton down to 808.
Boyes is on the hill.
Dalton is not happy right now. I could see him.
His mouth is dry. He can't even spit. He is really angry.
10-6.
Well, he learned his lesson, folks. I mean, and I hope everybody out there has learned their lesson too. Don't put your stick on the table while the balls are rolling.
There you go.
My gosh. I never do that anyway, but I'm always very careful about it. But geez. I've seen it. Also, I've seen people put their stick on the rail and have it roll into a ball.
Oh.
They took after the break something to take a
Oh,
break.
scratch and a break.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Sometimes people take a break after they make a ball. They go to take a bathroom break and they lay their stick on the table, but the butt on the rail. And I've seen the stick be put at an angle where it started rolling after they left. And I ran over there and I grabbed the stick one time.
Oh, wow.
It was in a gambling game, not in a tournament, a private match. So I went, I was playing the guy and I went over and grabbed the stick so that wouldn't be it, because he wouldn't even see it happening,
Right.
You'd have a big argument. But in a tournament, I mean, everybody sees it.
All right, we got one ball on the break, scratch on the break. And now Daulton, can he do something here? Got 3 in the side,
He really got far from his work, didn't he?
and then the
Over
4
the-
in the corner.
Jacked over the 4.
Ooh, he hit the 4 ball with the cue stick. It's a foul.
Really?
Yep. And he knows it. Somebody told him, or he knew it. As he stroked the cue, it rubbed the 4 ball.
Well, there's no need for that to happen, because he shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been there with the cue ball. The shot he had to start with was so nice that he didn't have to be there.
Right.
And he got a little,
And when he got there, he knew the risk.
sure.
And wow, two fouls. Oh man,
I would
what a
think
shame.
that after I didn't get a shot for 4 or 5 racks, that I would have been real careful when I was playing position for that ball. I wouldn't want to leave myself over to 4. He did not pay.
Man.
He didn't get careful. He was very loose. This will do it for this game. This set is over.
Wow, 11-6. Daulton had Boyes 6-2. Daulton came back.
And 5 to nothing. He had him.
Yeah.
5
Wow.
to nothing, and he loses
11.
11 to 6. If Mr. Boyes can draw back for the 9 here. Karl Boyes, right?
Yes.
He came back
There it
perfect
is,
too. He came
perfect.
back perfect.
And
England's fine.
Daulton conceded. All right. Karl Boyes
Can you
takes it
concede a
down.
game in this, or do you lose 2?
Yeah. In this case, it doesn't matter. Karl Boyes takes it down 11-6. Bill, thanks for joining me.
Oh, it's been my pleasure. I had a hoot.
I think we'll be back for the next set. All right? You ready for it?
Sure.
Okay. Good night, everybody.